I would like to tell you something shortly about the idea behind our project. Stories have been there from the beginning of times. They helped us for millennia to understand and give meaning to the world around us and our lives with others. Ever since we had words to utter, ever since we started to give names and meaning to things and persons in our environment, we had stories. Our world, our life, has to make sense. Otherwise it would have no meaning, right? Stories provide that. Like it also makes sense that we humans, the storytelling species, live in communities. And as we all know, words have power, and stories have even more power. They have the power to connect us, to help us to defeat our fears, to give us hope, or to support our plans and strategies for the future, and much more. They can be the glue of communities. Now let's look at the current situation. Nowadays we see communities in transition, more than for a long time, not only because of migration and immigration. Citizens all over are obliged by governments to become more self-sufficient. These are changes and challenges not easily dealt with. And sometimes the resilience fades and weakens. And this is what the other stories work on, the stories that divide communities, that sow fear and suspicion, anger and frustration. These stories also have been there from the beginning. And sometimes they are so dominant that they take over and succeed in weakening individuals and thus the cohesion in communities. Other stories have become forgotten or were stashed away in favor of purely economical output. Stories that were the pride of communities in the past and might be needed now to build a new future. Maybe some of the stories you share today can be seeds for those new and better stories. For all of these reasons and more, our project aims to develop tools and approaches to work with and on those stories, to bring back or strengthen cohesion, mutual respect, collaboration, hope and pride, for all kinds of communities, no matter how big or small.